Well, thanks guys, we're in a big windy mountain above Athens to test drive this, the brand new 2020 Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. It might look like the old Evoque, but this one is completely new, and it has technology in it that allows you to see the road through the hood.
To demo the new technology, I drove across the Corinthian Canal. Similar to the Panama Canal, it crosses Greece, saving ships a 3-day sail around the country. We crossed the Corinthian Canal on an old railway bridge. Imagine being able to see the ground beneath your wheels, as if the bonnet was invisible. It sounds like concept car stuff. It was once. Now it's a reality in the new Range Rover Evoque. ClearSight Ground View gives you virtual views of the road that usually are obscured, so you can better see extreme terrain. It's world-first technology from Range Rover to help you make more of your world on and off-road. Bringing the Evoque hurtling into the new century, Range Rover have made this new little SUV even greener.
So of course this vehicle comes in a mild hybrid. It has a 48-volt battery, and that battery helps you between 0 and about 11 miles an hour when it kicks in to stop the engine having to do the start-stop thing, which is so annoying for a lot of people. So where is that 48-volt battery? Well, I opened the hood and couldn't find it, so I had to ask an engineer, and it's actually hidden here under the floor of the driver's side, which makes that weight very low and hides the battery from prying eyes.
Although the new Evoque is built on a completely new architecture, it maintains the classic look. We sat down with Jerry McGovern, Chief Design Officer at Land Rover.
It's about recognising the areas where you can improve it, and you know, one of our principles of our design philosophy is modernity. So how do we apply modernity to what was already a very modern car? Well, it was adding more reduction, so taking out, removing elements like the mouldings that were on the original car on the wheel arches. It was taking away waste rail finishes. It was about giving it flush door handles. It was about removing, reducing the amount of lines on the car to the very minimum, but still making sure the balance of the car works. And of course, one of the things we did was optimize the proportion. Not very much, because it's a great proportion car anyway, but by increasing the wheelbase a little bit and reducing the overhangs, it gave the car a slightly better balance, and also it aided the ingress-egress for the rear occupants, and it made a slightly better package inside. And then we added to that the bigger wheels, which optimized the proportion, because you know, big wheels do help. What the wheels do is reduce the visual bulk of any vehicle. That's why generally bigger is better when it comes to wheels, depending on the overall size of the car, of course.
For 2020, Land Rover have made the Evoque more aggressive.
Now this may look an awful lot like the first edition of the Evoque, but there are many things that are different. First of all, the only piece of metalwork that has carried over from the first edition of the Evoque is the door hinges on the inside. You might recognize something as well here, these door handles. Yep, you saw those in the Velar. Well, these door handles have been tested under extreme conditions. Land Rover wanted to make sure that if you happen to have freezing rain or frigid temperatures, that your door handles would open in any kind of condition. So they took this vehicle to Siberia, covered it in ice, and the door handles still opened when they had to. And that's a speak to some of the design and engineering which is combined together.
The Evoque is responsible for younging up the brand and bringing a new and younger customer to Range Rover.
I think overall the Land Rover brand, and Range Rover in particular, has a very young target audience. It's actually the youngest of all of our products at about 46, 47. And as you mentioned, it's a very affluent and wealthy target audience as well. And within Range Rover, Evoque certainly, as the entry to the brand, will help us bring that age down even further.
Don't forget what the new Evoque has written on the hood. It makes you know that this vehicle can off-road. We even drove it down a riverbed.
Starting price of the brand new Land Rover Range Rover Evoque is under $44,000, and it's trickling through to dealerships as we speak. I'm Nick Miles.